Yo, welcome to another episode of the Slide Through podcast. What's up, fellas? How we feeling?
Yes, sir.
What's the energy like now? What's up? What's the energy like?
Another beautiful
it's
Tuesday.
good. It's good. It's good. We chilling.
Another beautiful Tuesday. Yeah.
Chilling.
Big chilling.
Yeah, man.
Big chilling.
Football's back too.
Yep.
Football's back. So
Anybody
been
catch some football?
Yeah, and I'm fucking pissed. We got fucking
I
smacked.
know June
like
went
that.
to the game.
Yep. Raiders
Oh,
got
yeah.
smacked
Good
too.
ass game he went to.
It was a good game. It was a happy game. I think he slept like a baby that night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
said
did.
I think he slept with a thumb in his mouth and
He-
another thumb somewhere else.
He had a Trey Lance jersey on, and as soon as like they took Jimmy Garoppolo out, he took it off, and he had the other one under. He's like, I was a Jimmy fan the whole time.
Yeah, what happened to the quarterback, bro? I didn't even know that was a quarterback. I wasn't really like paying attention. I had the game on, and then as I look up, I'm like, oh shit, that guy's fucked up. You know?
No, it's because like his ankle like twisted or some shit like
Oh,
that.
he
Yeah,
twisted
on
his
one of the
ankle.
plays. Yeah, that shit
Damn.
sucked too because it was
I
like
haven't
only his
seen
like
it.
third game playing for like the Niners as a quarterback.
And he was like number one, right? He was like their starter.
Yeah, he's their starter quarterback.
I get confused with the quarterback of the Dolphins right now and the Niners one. Are they brothers or cousins or something?
No, they're not related. The
No?
fucking Dolphins is Tua. Fucking
Aren't they both Islander quarterbacks?
is Trey Lance Islander? I don't know.
I don't know. They both
I
look
thought he was
like
black.
June.
That's what June said. Very poetic, very
I don't
deep.
know.
Very deep.
I don't know if they're related, but yeah, the Dolphins quarterback is Islander.
Oh, okay.
And that fool fucking smacked us at like the end. I was fucking mad, bro.
I think you guys were like winning first, right?
Yeah, we're fucking whooping their ass until the fourth quarter, bro. But it's because our defense is fucking garbage right now.
Damn.
And then they just
It's
fucking
just the
put 'em-
second week, bro. It's all good.
Yeah,
Dolphins resurrected from 1972 or some
yeah,
shit.
some fucking Dan Marino shit, bro. They were fucking his spirit was in them or something.
Yeah,
But that shit was cool though, and that was a good Sunday. Like even though it was like a shitty, like hella people were like, it's funny though because I wasn't even too stressed because every single team like that's in my division lost, so we're not even like in last place yet or anything. You know, we're still good. Like we're still like at the top.
But it's just the second week, so,
Yeah.
bro.
So you're just 1-1.
Yeah, we're 1-1.
Other
just
words, just 1-1, 50-50.
1-1. Yeah, pity pity.
Isn't it till like week 4, week 5, you could kind of start seeing a baby picture of how
Yeah,
the
yeah.
division's
Well,
looking?
most people say like around week 8 is when you can really like tell like who's gonna be like a playoff contender and like.
Yeah, that's like halfway
Yeah.
through the season.
Because I know there's been times where there's a 0-4 team or 1-5 team, and then out of nowhere something wakes them up. And
Yeah,
then
and they start
become-
fucking. Yeah, no. There's been some
Yeah.
fucking badass
Yeah,
teams
I
like that in
mean,
the past.
The Giants went to the Super Bowl with a 9-7 record. I think they started off as a wild card.
Yeah,
I
they were
think-
starting
was it
off,
nine-
yeah.
I thought it was 8-8 for some
Or
reason.
it was one of those. It was either like an 8-8
It was,
or a
yeah,
9-7.
it was a 9-7 or 8-8. Yeah, like they barely made it. They barely sneaked into the playoffs, and
It happens a lot. Like a lot of
Yeah.
Super Bowls. I remember also like a few years ago there was when the Niners and the Ravens played in like 2013. The Ravens didn't even have that good of a record. I forgot what it was, but you know we didn't like start really doing good till like the end because Joe Flacco just started like kicking ass at the end. He was just going ham. Like before that,
No, I remember that year. You guys were doing pretty well.
now the beginning was kind of shaky, and then like towards the end he just started picking it up. Because then like in the playoffs he was just like whooping ass. Like I remember he was just like I kept like looking at my phone and I was like, fuck, are we gonna lose today? Are we gonna lose? But he just kept winning, and I was like, fuck.
that was the year.
That's the year we won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember that year.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn, like, because I remember hearing about the Ravens over and over, even before they were.
No,
at the
it's
finals.
probably
Yeah, they were always
because-
like. I feel like they were always playoff contenders, and they were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
probably-
it's because our defense was good. I mean, our defense has always been like good in those years.
Ray
Or, like
Lewis.
it sucks now, but like in those years it was good, you know. But Flacco, like our offense wasn't that good because Flacco was pretty much the
Yeah, because
only.
I remember that year they were making a big thing because the coaches were the brothers.
It's because we
Oh,
had. It's because
yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's because we had fucking Jacoby Jones and like a bunch of fucking wide receivers that were fucking badass at the time. And that's the only reason like we actually did good like those years. But like now it's like we have Lamar, so I mean it's cool. It's still cool, you know.
How about them Raiders?
The Raiders,
He's not here.
Raiders.
No
Yeah.
comment.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no,
right.
he's a
You were.
fan.
Da, da, da. Da, da,
We're just here for the vibes.
Huh?
We're just here for the vibes.
Yeah. I'm just here for the vibes. Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah. No comment. Okay.
For sure. Other than football, what y'all do on the weekend?
Shit. Chilling.
Chilling.
Probably hella dad, huh?
Lightweight. Same old shit. How about you?
Nah,
Hella
I've
hitting
been-
the pen
I've been-
crazy?
I've been sober for like 2 weeks, bro, because I gotta piss clean for a drug test.
Oh, they're drug
Oh
testing you?
shit!
Yeah, it was because I'm applying for jobs right now.
Oh, okay.
Just in case those motherfuckers are all like, oh, you gotta fucking take a drug test. I'll be like, all right.
So remember, he admits to y'all that he does shit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I smoke
Allegedly.
weed every single
Yeah.
day, and allegedly, once I pass the test, I'm gonna go back to
I'm
doing
not
it.
sipping beer. This is apple juice.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My weekend was chill. I felt like the Monday was more of the weekend type.
That's what
you
you
know
were
what I mean?
waiting for.
That was your
You know what I'm
weekend
saying?
right
yeah,
there.
That was.
How
yeah,
was
that was
that?
like the. You know what I mean? That was the cherry on top.
You went to
it
Monday
was
Night
dope.
Raw. How was that?
Went to Monday Night Raw. Shit was super dope. They came out to San Jose, the SAP. Yeah, it was nice, bro. I mean, it was a solo trip. I went out there. I fucking cruised through. You know what I
went
mean?
by yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! Why you went with somebody?
I know. I thought you went with somebody too, but I was
Nah,
like,
hell
shit.
no, bro. Ain't nobody would have been down to put down the price that I put on the ticket. So,
Why? How much you spent?
nah, I can't say the numbers out here, man.
Where
Can't
were
say
you
the
sitting
numbers.
then? Where were you
Huh?
sitting?
I was sitting fifth.
Just know it's
Fifth
over.
row.
Just
Fifth
know-
row on the
Just
floor.
know it's over a
Viewers
rack.
listening.
Just know it's over a rack.
Just know,
You walked all the way down the stairs.
Just know, yeah. I went. All, you know what? It was funny. I was sitting at the section thinking that's where my seats were, and then the actual people that had those seats, they're like, "No, bro, like you're way closer. You're over there." I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And
They're all like, "Oh, you're in the ring. Get in."
like, matter of fact, you're up next.
Matter of fact, you got a match. Get up there.
Just for the title. But yeah, it was dope. I got 2 drinks over there, man. I was buzzing. It was a good ass time. I haven't been to one of those like in years, probably like before the pandemic. So it was good being back there. And yeah, man, it was a dope experience. You know,
What was your favorite match of the night?
favorite match of the night? I want to say it was probably Kevin Owens and Austin Theory. That was probably the most fun one, just because but both guys are like pretty fun to cheer for. Well, one of them, everybody hates him, everybody boos him, but that what makes it even more fun to cheer for him. 'cause
Yeah.
everybody
Going
hates
with
him.
his phone, dog.
Yeah,
Bro,
you're
I
saying it's
actually
definitely some
like
crowd
Austin
exciters.
Theory.
Yeah.
I actually like Austin Theory. I want him to win just to like piss people off.
like sometimes you just have like that ignorant kind of like want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want the bad guy to win sometimes just so people just be all mad, disappointed or whatever, you know what I mean?
Shit. So a good question is, what would be the pros and cons to going?
Pros and cons. I guess just how you have it planned out, you know, and depends how long the drive is, how far you're willing to go, and
So then, what was the best thing about the trip? Like, what was the best thing about the event?
best thing about
Like, what do you think like stood out more than anything?
what really stood out to me was they're doing like this teaser thing, like while they're on commercial, they're like playing like this little teaser clip, not like a clip, but this teaser song that's been going on for like a few weeks, and everyone's just been recording it and posting it on social media. And WWE, they don't like say anything about it publicly. They don't explain it or nothing. So they lead it to the fans to like discuss it themselves throughout social media and everything, to trying to figure out, you know, what's that little teaser thing all about. And they're trying to figure out if someone's gonna make a return. And right now they're speculating that Bray Wyatt is gonna make a return because he's been out of action for like almost 2 years. So everyone's hoping that it's him that comes back. So I think that's really dope, and I
Yeah.
think that's just genius marketing right there. You know, like they're not even saying nothing about it. They're not even giving us a clue. They're leaving the fans to discuss and,
Watch it
and
be-
Word of mouth type of
yeah,
thing.
word of mouth, and like, and the
That's
fans been
dope.
getting really creative with it too. They're like looking up the song, certain lyrics. You know what I mean? Doing the whole fucking Tupac reverse thing. You know,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne lyric reverse things.
Playing
You
it
know?
Oh yeah,
backwards
they
and like,
dissect
oh,
the music. Yeah.
Dissect like what it means and all that, and then like they're figuring out like, oh, that's what he used to say in some promos back in year 2015 or whatever.
Would it
Like
be-
now his old promos are starting to resurface online again. So
Wouldn't it be
I
funny
think
if
it's
he
really
was in like the audience stand, like in like day clothes and like a hoodie and nobody knew?
dope. See? But that would be dope too.
What's his
Yeah.
name? Wasn't he doing that? That blonde fool from NXT?
Dexter.
Dexter. There you go.
Yeah. He speaking of Dexter, he was there too on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's
popped
what's
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he popped up.
So what would you say was the worst thing about it?
The worst thing about it,
The sweaty people.
He said the bathrooms was terrible.
nah, bro, the breath.
He took a selfie.
Nah, bro. Yeah, you seen that bathroom? You
Yeah,
seen that selfie?
he
in the
said it was
bathroom? Those were
clean as
nice
hell.
bathrooms. Those were the nice bathrooms.
He
Those
said
were like
they had
the
a walk-in shower and everything.
Yeah, bro. The food was different. The food was affordable. There was like a little section. It was like the floor section bathrooms. You know what I mean? It was like all those nosebleeds. There was like the peasants, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all get those cigarette butts and condoms in the fucking pee stalls and shit. Bro, I was like, man, I gotta go take a piss, right? And so I'm walking out, and then I see like the little sign like restrooms and concessions over here. I walked over here, bro. It went from like concrete floor to like nice fucking designer carpet, fucking leather couches, stools, bars, you know what I'm saying? Like super empty, quiet. I'm like,
They
oh,
gave
shit.
you guys chains or like, all right,
Yeah,
those.
I was thinking like, fuck, am I supposed to be here? This shit looks too
They
nice
gave
to
him a
be
cape,
here.
like one of those king capes to take
Yeah.
a shit with.
Yeah, motherfucker had a what's
They
it
had-
called? What was the toilet's called with the little spray with the water
Yeah, I
spray?
was about to. Nah, they
They had
got
like
that
some-
little spritz every like 5
Spritz.
seconds. Just
You know what
They
I'm
had like a
saying?
they had like a chick
Nah,
massage.
they had a dude working in the restroom.
yeah,
They offers the mints and everything.
Nah, like his fucking toilet was somebody just standing there like, come on,
Hey, it was a roll over the form.
They had like a server.
He's like, I don't feel comfortable with this. He's like, it's okay, sir.
It's okay.
Yeah,
They-
it's
they-
okay, sir.
it's my job.
Yeah,
They
it's
had a
my
guy.
job.
They had a guy in a fancy ass suit bring you hors d'oeuvres. Sir, would you like some hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah, bro, that shit was nice, man. She was dope. I can't wait. I'm planning on going to WrestleMania in LA.
Hey, that shit's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
We should go for sure.
Let's go. It's SoFi Stadium.
That shit's gonna
That's
be
where
fucking
the
dope.
Rams play.
Shit, that's gonna be expensive. This is a 2-day thing, right?
Huh?
It's
Oh yeah, it's a 2 day.
Yeah, it's a 2 day event. Yeah,
No, SoFi Stadium.
but you can
Yeah.
buy individual days too, right?
Yeah, you could just get either Saturday or Sunday, but if you want to get both, then you know what I mean. Salute to you, man.
Right.
What you doing? You hiring? You get both days? Are you hiring? So yeah, man. Yeah, that was really cool. So I'm excited, and then I'm excited for next week too. I'm going to go see Sabrina Claudio
Oh, that's
out in
what's
San
up, yeah.
Francisco. Man, that's just gonna be a vibe. That's gonna be a grown and sexy vibe. I love those vibes, man. Ever since I went to one of her shows in Santa Cruz,
You gonna be horny all through the show?
bro.
You're gonna be hella horny.
Not even, bro.
He's pitching his nipples through.
Not even. It's not even
He
like
said
that.
not even.
Not even. It's more
He
just
said
like
it's sexier than
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it is. It's real. It is. Man. It is.
It's not even.
It
I'm
is.
just gonna be
It
naked.
is.
Bring lotion.
It is, but it's just like more like a doll. It's more like sensual. Just like man, like this is. You know what I mean, everyone's like.
Shit, he started taking
Everybody's
what's
in
called
one.
ecstasy, start feeling on people and shit.
Oh no, I don't feel on people. I'll start feeling myself. But no, yeah. So I'm excited for that, man. So
Where's
A
it
lot
gonna
of cool
be at in
events.
San
Nah, it's
Francisco?
dope,
Do you
bro.
know?
I forgot what the venue is called, but yeah.
It's one of the
I mean,
popular ones though, huh? That they use all the time.
Most likely, man. Most likely.
Because
I mean, it's Sabrina.
yeah,
He said Sabrina.
Sabrina, bro.
Anything for Sabrina.
anything for Sabrina.
Anything. It's popping with y'all though, man.
Nah, but what kind of music is it?
R&B. So.
R&B. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, you
Hell
definitely got a good taste in R&B, man.
Mhm. Thank you.
Put me
Thank
on
you.
a couple.
Honestly,
pretty dope
I
jams.
honestly I've been liking like going to R&B shows more than rap shows.
Does she have a?
I mean-
just cause I ain't gotta worry about my safety. I'm good.
Speaking of which, does she have to, or does she have any openers or people opening up for her?
Well, back when I saw her in Santa Cruz, she was like co-main eventing a tour with Black, the Six
Oh,
Flag,
that's right.
Yeah.
Six Flag, and actually
Six Flag or black?
I call him Six Flag.
Okay.
Just to, yeah. All his fans are like, it's pronounced Black. It's pronounced Black. Well, it was the number 6 and then it's Lack, so
Right.
I'm fucking saying Six
I
Flag.
think it's 'cause it's supposed to be like a lowercase b.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lowercase, and plus he's from the 6, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's
So-
from Toronto and
Yeah,
shit?
he's from Toronto.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, so when I saw Sabrina Claudio in Santa Cruz, Sire the Kid actually opened up for them. And a lot of people don't know about Sire the Kid, but he's a dope ass artist. He does R&B.
You put me on to
raps.
him. He's
Yeah.
good. He's really good.
Yeah, he opened up for them, and I was like, oh shit, like I'm like I know this dude. This guy go hard, and so yeah. So who knows? I mean,
They're all like, "Hey, it's you. Get up here. You're opening."
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she did or if she didn't. It is what it is. I mean,
So
That's cool. You're gonna be there out there all weekend or just for the day?
I think just for the night.
Yeah.
You going alone too?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm not waiting on anybody. Yeah.
where you going to Santa Cruz?
San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco.
Yeah, San
Bay
Francisco.
Area.
I wish it would come to the Santa Cruz, much closer, much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, the San Jose event was like doable, you know, go there and come right back.
Yeah.
But San
Plus it
Francisco,
ended
and-
at what time?
Huh?
On Monday? What time does it end? Because it starts at 5, right?
It started like at 4:30.
Oh really?
Yeah,
because
because
they have a
yeah,
fucking
the main event, like the undercard.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they did a little match after. It was like a off air match thing, and then yeah, so it ended by 8:15.
Is that Bay Area traffic that's a bitch though? Because I remember when I used to go to like Oracle for like the games and shit,
Yeah.
the Warriors games. Like afterwards, it gets fucking packed like crazy.
It didn't really take too much to get back home. It took me like a cool hour, like probably like an hour on the dot.
Just a joint. On the way
Hour,
back.
yeah, like an hour. Yeah, I had the sunroof open. You know what I'm saying?
It was just zipping.
You know, just zipping. You know what I mean? Brent Fias playlist on. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the vape pen. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it was a
I
vibe.
feel that. Hell
It
yeah.
was a big vibe. So yeah, so I just been excited these last couple weeks going to that and then going to this show. Then after that, probably chilling, probably kicking back, trying to hustle, stack up some money for WrestleMania.
What about this weekend? You guys doing anything this weekend?
Ain't nobody got shit
I
to
don't
do.
got much to
No.
Y'all just kind of
We
just like
bored.
let the weekend be the weekend and like
Pretty much.
don't really try
Yeah,
to.
kind of see how
Do
it goes.
you like ever
Yeah.
try to look out for some things?
It really just depends around the time.
I think what
you
it
know
is
I mean?
that I mean, there's not really shit to do out here. It's kind of fucking lame.
Not out here, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes events come up. You know, that,
Mhm.
like
I mean,
you said,
well, that's why when we
I'm-
like have events out here, you gotta like support them and shit because you know we don't get them like often. But
I just know lately I haven't seen any artists like doing
That
a show that,
That you want to see?
yeah, that I want to go to. That's close enough too.
Yeah.
oh, Wu Tang's gonna come like in November, like to,
Yeah.
like, fucking-
Right.
yeah, to like Oakland. I want to see that shit so bad.
Nas is in there. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's
Yeah,
gonna be
Nas
part of
with
it
him.
too. Yeah. Yeah, shit's gonna be fucking hard. Hopefully I can be out there
Where they gonna be at?
somewhere in Oakland. I don't know. I think it's at Oracle, but I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Someone else jumped on that card.
Yeah, no, oh fuck, it's a few people, but I can't remember who else.
Mm.
But yeah, that shit's gonna be fucking sick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's get to the motherfucking partnerships. Shout out to Definitely Eatin'. You could check him out on definitely.com.
He's
Check
back.
out all the merchandise.
You definitely
you
they
just
eat it.
dropped
Yeah.
something, right?
Definitelyeating.com and then Instagram at definitely eating. As we say, somewhere down here or up here or over there or over here, somewhere.
Everywhere.
Somewhere.
It's everywhere.
Just have it spin around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monterey Bay Creations, you dream it, they create it. Right now, Ricky's out there creating it for you. He had to put in some overtime work. So, also shout out to Fish House located in Watsonville. You out there, you already know what to do. Go check them out. Fit and Fresh Meals. I think they have an Instagram page. I think it's under Fit and Fresh.
It's like Fit and
Meals.
Fresh 831 or something like that.
Yeah, something. Okay. So yeah, hit them
We'll,
up.
we'll put it up on the screen, but
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll put them up on the screen. No big problem. And shout out to Conglomerate by the Sea. Check out that website. Get the latest episode and some merchandise for you on there as well. Shout out to Tooth Gyms. You try and get your teeth blinged out. Hit up the Tooth Gyms. Hit up the Tooth Gods. Hit up
Candy King.
The Candy King.
Hit up the Candy King. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing sweet but the Candy King. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's about does it with our partnerships. So yeah. Let's get into these topics. California becomes the seventh state to protect workers using cannabis.
I've
How you-
been smoking on lunch break, guys.
I know,
I've been,
but now you
Right.
just can't get in trouble for it. I think.
I guess.
Well, the thing is that
fine
people
with
don't
me.
realize is that the law, like, it's gonna work, but it doesn't go into effect until like 2024, like the beginning of 2024.
The people that I
Yeah.
know that gotten caught, they just send them off. They just like, oh, you're off. Like, you know, they're already clocked off. It's like, all right, just go home. Don't even work.
You've been sent home for being
no,
too.
No, not me. No,
Oh.
I haven't got. I haven't
Have
gotten
you seen
caught.
someone get?
Yeah,
sent?
yeah,
What happened to that person?
yeah. They just send them home.
And like nothing happened or a write
No,
up?
not really.
They're
I
like
guess-
sober up, come back.
No, not even just go home for the day. I don't
Were
know
they-
what happened the next day.
Were
I
they
didn't
too
ask.
baked, or they just
They
were
just
like?
didn't want them working like that. That's what they said.
I respect the smell more.
But I think
of
it really
weed
depends.
Than, cigarettes,
Yeah, I've been
you
caught
know
with
what
the
I mean?
smell.
But
Before,
I think it
not
really
now,
depends
but
on
before.
like you also as like a stoner and like how much you can
That's
like
just funny.
and how you like function when you're high. Because I could be like high as shit and still do work. I've done it before.
Yeah.
But then like
Well,
there's
that's why I asked that question.
But then there's people that like they could like they'll be high and they can't do anything. They'll just be like, oh shit, you're like
Exactly.
stuck, you know?
That's why I wanted to know the case of this.
Yeah.
Was it somebody who could, you know what I mean, tolerate what they had taken?
Well, the
or
case with
was-
them is that they were just on the wrong spot smoking, and then someone saw them, like someone higher up saw them.
Damn.
So
Yeah, I've heard a couple cases like that.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm like, well, in a world where there's a pot shop like on every corner,
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck was you guys expecting? You know what I mean?
And they used to let like fucking smoking breaks and shit like that. Like you can
Yeah,
fucking smoke cancer sticks, but
exactly.
you can't fucking smoke weed. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, exactly. And some people are fucked up off cancer sticks too.
Yeah.
And once you hate it, once you like come back or your other coworker come back smelling like cigarettes, like
Yeah.
and they're over there trying to talk to you about what movie they've seen.
And
I'm
there's
like,
something
bro.
about you could drink like during the lunch break, like a half a beer or some shit.
Yeah, supposedly like you're allowed to have like one beverage of alcohol, like during like your lunch
In
or
California?
break. Yeah, in
Yeah.
California. So if you could do that, you know what I mean? Why not this?
Yeah.
I mean, we all been doing it. I've done it plenty of times. I mean, my go-to is to take an edible, just you know what I mean, the most the low-key way, you know.
So you heard that if you are in California, you're allowed to have one beverage. Sip on that 40.
Yeah, sip on that fucking
on the Four Loco.
Fucking shotgun of Four Loco.
Yeah.
Hey, and not
You're
even
on
your
your lunch
lunch.
break. Hey, I only get one.
It's not even lunch break. It's like a 10-minute break.
Yeah. You 15.
Come back all fucked up like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, you're all fucked up. Oh, I'm ready. You're like fucking throwing shit off the desk and shit. Like, oh.
Fucking throwing up, and then you're mopping it right after.
What the hell?
Even more
They're like, what the hell are you
bad.
doing? Cleaning up this mess and making it too.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool that that they're doing that now because I mean they need it. And, like I mean everybody fucking uses it. It's California, you know. Like everybody needs to de-stress. It's a good way to do that. You know, we all use it, so it's good that you know we got that protection now for the workers.
I just feel like there should be some type of protection if you're gonna have weed shops on every corner. That's just how I feel. I'm like, otherwise you're kind of just, you know what I mean?
It's like if they had crack.
You're playing a really sneaky and tricky game.
It's like if they had crack shops on every corner and like
And
they didn't let you like smoke crack and shit.
yeah. They're like, what the hell? Who told you to smoke crack? I don't know. It's on every corner. So
Exactly. But yeah, man, I think this is just like helps the workers like not get in trouble, I guess, or if someone wanted to fire them, or you know, if it got to that
It's just
extent.
it's protections for like you know, so they can't say like, oh, you know, he pissed like dirty or whatever, because
Yeah.
it's on your own, like, you know, it's legal and it's on your own time. You could do whatever the fuck you want, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but that's why I'm wondering if like P tests are just gonna go out the window eventually.
No, in 2024, that's
It
when
depends
they
on the company. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
in 2024 that's what it is. When it passes in 2024, they're not gonna allow to drug test anymore because you're not allowed to, or at least they're gonna not be able to test for THC anymore.
yeah.
Everything else, like,
marijuana,
they
everything
can still
else.
test for like coke and all that other shit, but they're not gonna test for THC.
And most people are gonna get away with coke because it doesn't even stay in your system that long.
Yeah.
I heard.
No, I think you can fucking do an 8-ball and still be like cool. I think like a day later.
You could sprinkle coke in your piss as you give it to them, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Temperature's low.
You're doing it with them.
Fucking hate this job.
I don't know what this means, nigga. That means I pass. Oh, okay. Here you go.
Yeah, that means piss.
What's the next topic?
Next topic. Shout out to Trey the Truth. He donates. He's been donating hundreds of water filters to
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen
families.
that too, actually.
To families out there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, that's
Probably
what's
one
up,
of
yeah.
those, you know, what I mean, one of those towns in the state that you know, what I mean, doesn't really get much help or you know,
And they've been suffering
they've
really
been
bad
having
with
a
the
whole
water quality.
issue
Yeah,
down there.
yeah, the water's bad down
kind
there.
of like the Flint, right?
Yeah, it's like the Flint,
Yeah,
Michigan
shouts out to them.
situation. Yeah, so man, it's a good thing. Shout out to him for that. Yeah.
Yeah, he donated hundreds to water filters to the families. So, yeah, man, shout out to him. I feel like stuff like that needs to get more highlighted. You know?
More of the positive.
Yeah, more on the positive route.
And it's funny how like these people are like the ones actually putting in work, like with the boots on the ground, and then you have all the celebrity motherfuckers that are always saying like, "Oh, donate," but those motherfuckers never do shit about it. You know, they just
Yeah.
talk about it.
Or if they do help out with someone or something, you'll see them like promoting it like crazy. Like
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean, just
it's like a photo op for them. Like it's like, oh,
Yeah.
take pictures of me, hella doing this. You
Yeah.
know.
And this thing, I don't even know if Trade the Truth even posted anything. Of this
Yeah,
thing,
nah,
or not that I know.
that's
of,
what,
but-
yeah, you know, that's when you know somebody's like actually doing it for like the heart of, you know, what they believe in and shit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Trade the Truth.
He's the truth.
Anything you gotta say about that, DJ?
Hey, I saw the video of it and I read a little bit of that. Oh yeah, that video that you showed me.
Post.
So hell yeah, I respect that. You kidding me? He's like one of the main ones that does a lot of this stuff when it comes to like shit going down.
Yeah.
even when it was with like the floods that were happening in Houston. Or like all that shit. He was one of the main ones that was buying a whole bunch of like care packages for people. He was like fucking. He was even buying like little fucking canoe boats to try to find more people. He bought like fucking buildings and shit so people could have places to sleep. He donated water, food. Like he's been like all this shit that we're talking about. Oh, Trey, just nah, bro. He's been doing this shit for fucking decades.
Correct.
Like literally decades.
Yeah.
And has never been like all flash about it. He does it, and people just always shout him out for it. You know what I mean? And so, his name is literally what he is, man. He's the truth when it comes to like to a lot of this stuff. Like he doesn't even like expect the shout out or anything like that. Like he's been doing this shit for a hell of a long time.
Yeah, I
Super
remember
long
him
time.
from back in the day with Bun B and everything.
Yeah. So he's been donating. He's been fucking buying like houses for people. He's been showing up to places where they could like to make shit better. You know what I mean? So he's been doing a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. To me, it's like another Trey the Truth thing. When I saw it, I'm like, who else? What other? You know what I'm saying? Not many artists, not many people do it. He's one of them. You know what I mean? So he does more than a lot of, government, Democrats, Republican, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. You know what I mean? He's doing a lot for people, for the people. You know what I mean? So, shit, we got to vote for him. You know what I mean? So
For real, man. Vote for the truth.
Vote for the truth.
Vote for the truth, man. Yeah, I like it when I see artists do things like that, like Conway. He always goes back to Buffalo and donates. You know what I mean? Especially like during the holiday season, like turkeys and all that, like the food drives. He's helped out kids that have the same condition as he does. You know, with the Bill Palsy and all that. So
I saw the good artists. Nipsey used to do the same shit with like his hood. You know, you always you go back and for the community because that's where you're from.
They
you
built
know?
the whole basketball court, I think.
over there for Nipsey.
In LA.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Oh yeah.
This is when he was alive. Like he was part of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope Puerto Rico gets help right now because I think they're experiencing a hurricane.
Oh yeah, they had a hurricane.
are,
No, the
yeah.
whole country's without power right now.
Oh, they're out of power.
Yeah.
the
Mexico
whole
had an
country, yeah.
earthquake too, right?
And yeah, Mexico had a bad earthquake in
shit.
in El DF and in Guadalajara. Yeah,
Damn.
how big? I didn't
it was
even
a
hear
7
about-
point.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
three, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big
7.3.
one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucking it was big. And I saw like the videos, like the fucking buildings were shaking like crazy too. Yeah,
Fuck man. Well,
yeah. So
prayers to
prayers
Puerto
up
Rico
to
and
them,
Mexico.
yeah.
Shit, seriously.
yeah, man. We hope to get the help that they need. And all the stuff they need provided for them.
And fucking hopefully the piece of shit U.S. government actually supports Puerto Rico like it's actually its state, even though they act like it's not.
Yeah, I know, man. They just be.
They always be
ignoring it.
neglecting them, bro. Like,
I always forget PR is part of the U.S.
yeah.
Yeah, it is, but like it's not. You know.
Right?
Well, I still remember like when
like
I was
Dr.
told.
Child.
Well,
It's a
'cause-
territory, right?
Well, when it was my
Yeah.
first time out there, I remember I was like, I think I was telling Jim, I was like, bro, I was like, are you sure, bro? We can use U.S. money. He was like, yeah, bro. It's like, it's part of U.S. Territory or whatever. And so I still remember, I think it was the Walgreens, and I'm like, I'm taking out my dollar bills. I'm like, let's see if this is true. And then it worked, and I was like, okay, it's true.
They're just like, are you gonna give me the dollar or not?
Yeah.
Why are you being so slow? Giving me the dollar.
I was like fucking with the register real quick. I was like, you sure you want this? But you know about Washington? Okay, all right.
You know who he is?
Yeah, no, but it was real. I was like, oh, fuck.
say, can
You see?
I'm just doing the list of all the songs.
You're like, name 3 presidents.
Do you like apple pie?
But yeah, shout out to all those people. Hopefully they get the help that they need right now, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to some unfortunate news. Artist P&B Rock. Unfortunately, he got mugged or robbed at the
killed.
at the Roscoe's.
Yeah.
In L.A. and unfortunately he lost his life over his jewelry, and yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure you guys all saw it, you know.
I watched the video, but it was hard to watch, bro. That shit's-
Honestly, I didn't even want to watch that video because I knew that video wasn't like it was from someone that was in there, and it's just like, bro, like,
I think it was a worker.
Oh, was it worker that was recording?
but still, I don't even want to see no shit like that because it's
Right.
like, bro,
It's hard
like,
to watch,
It
bro.
was
yeah.
gonna come out.
It's somebody dying. People would forget like it's somebody dying. It's a human
Yeah.
being dying, and people. I feel like we've just been so insensitive.
That's what's
and
crazy about the
numb.
US, bro.
Desensitized.
Everybody's become so desensitized to that shit that like we see it and it's like, oh, you know, whatever.
Oh, another one. Oh, another
Yeah.
one.
But
Yeah.
if you see that shit like in other countries, it like trips people the fuck out because they're not used to that shit. You know, like.
Yeah, but like also we've reached the era where I feel like talking to people about positive things comes across to people like corny. And it's like you said, when have we become so desensitized that we can't figure out that something real is something real?
Yeah.
Like to have emotion and have real profound emotion about certain
Compassion,
things.
right,
Yeah,
right.
and
Yeah.
compassion, exactly. Like I think those are things that should be reinvested in because nowadays people like I just feel like the kids as well are like kind of detached from things because of that, because like you said, they're desensitized. Us, we can see it because we're a little bit older, so we can see that, oh, like, you know, when has this become desensitized? But imagine like always been desensitized,
Yeah.
so you know no different.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that should be reinvested in. And unfortunately, you know, this man lost his life over some chains. And like I mean, you see this more often too. Like, wasn't Extentacion robbed for like a Louis bag too?
For something. Yeah.
And it was
yeah,
in his
money-
car. He was in his car, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
in it or
yeah,
something
He was
yeah.
like
trying to
that?
buy a motorcycle. He was out motorcycle
Right. He
shopping.
was at a dealership.
Yeah. So yeah, money like cash in the bag, you know,
yeah,
just ready
exactly.
to cash out.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It's just sick. It's just sick.
And same thing with or no, they didn't get anything, huh? Pop
Who?
Smoke, they just kind of
Nah,
ran up on him, right?
Yeah, they just went into the house.
Or no, they took like one watch, I think.
I don't know what the hell. it took,
And
but I
sometimes
know
it's
they
just
went into the house.
sometimes
for
it's
that
just
one.
jealousy, bro. Like the dude that killed Nipsey. Like I don't even think he had a reason to. It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
somebody that's salty, you know, just
Yeah,
because
he
somebody,
was just upset over some
yeah,
bullshit.
somebody's life, you know, is better than them or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, you know.
I think Jay Prince had a. I'm actually gonna read a quote because I mean, just because you know this shit is really serious. I like Jay Prince what he actually said about this. So his words were, "To all you dumb motherfuckers blaming his girlfriend for his death, you're wrong as two left shoes. Here's a woman that's been traumatized by seeing her boyfriend killed in front of her, and you dumb fucks are adding insult to injury with dumb shit that you don't know to be facts. As a man and a leader, you have to teach your girl what and what not to do if you know. I believe the root of the problem is wearing jewelry without proper security. Until rappers and others come to the realization that if you put cheese in front of a rat without the trap, they will eat and run every time. To make myself clear, if you're wearing jewelry without proper security, understand you're making yourself a target because some clowns will kill you for jewelry. Also understand, if a robber has a gun in your face asking for your jewelry, it's smarter to give it to him alive than them to take it off you, shot or dead.
Yeah.
To sum all this up, be smart and don't wear jewelry if you're not prepared for the jackers. Live to see another day, wear it another time. It's just that simple. Understand you can't rationalize with the wolf mentality. They don't care if you're a good person or not. They just want to eat. This is life-saving wisdom. Take heed. You know what I mean? So I think that when I read that, I was like, it's 100% true. You know,
Yeah.
like you have to know kind of where you know, kind of like what you're wearing, what's your zone, you know, where are you at, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel
real.
comfortable wearing it? If you don't feel 100% comfortable wearing it, you know what I mean? Like it's
wear it.
probably not maybe worth it, you know? Like I know if I'm wearing my stuff like around you guys, like I feel totally comfortable. I mean, you know, I'm at the podcast, everything's all good, you know.
You right.
But now let's say, you know, I'm going by myself to an area where I feel it's more in the danger zone. There's known for things to be happening. If something happens to me, I can't be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you know, it's almost like it's there. There's a possibility of things like that to happen.
That's when
So,
you knew you should have had one of the homies with you or the burner
yeah,
with you or
know,
something.
And it just sucks because I know a lot of artists like they feel so comfortable, like, nah, man, I'm good, like, you know. And I think a lot of artists also get comfortable. We're like, nah, if anything, I might get more people to show me love. Like, oh, bro, you're such and such. What are you doing out here? You know what I mean? And especially being, you know, in LA where there's a lot of music artists and celebrities. I think he was more like, nah, bro. I think if anything, I should get more love. Now, I'm not saying I'm thinking how he was thinking, but if I were to try to maybe be as close as what maybe he was thinking, I feel like he was comfortable. And then at the same time, it's like, man, we about to go get some, you know, or was he getting chicken and waffles and shit?
Yeah.
So it's like in his head, he's like, man, I'm in LA, man, everything's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and it sucks that even when you're so confident about like everything's all good, things like that just happen to creep up, and it shows to you and it shows the world like things cannot be all good. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, it's yeah, I know it's hella sad, man. So.
Yeah, but
Pretty
you
much
know,
should come down to this
also
shit.
there's that
Yeah.
misconception, you know, that
Yeah.
people come to LA and they're like, oh, because there's celebrities there, like, you know,
There you
everything
go.
will be all right. And I'm
See what
like,
I'm saying?
no, this is LA, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Especially Inglewood.
Before it was celebrities and all
Yeah.
this. Remember that it was street shit,
Yeah.
always, and
Always,
that
always.
shit carried till this day.
To this day,
and
yeah.
I'm like, that's the roots of it.
Yeah.
It's
I
been
think
the roots
California,
I think they're
if
like in the
California
it's
knows.
some cutthroat shit like New
Yeah.
York. Like
Yeah.
New York doesn't change from being New York till
Hell
this
no.
day. It's still New York. Things you know what I mean? They
I mean, gentrification tries, but it's still around it, you know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, it updates and updates, but it's always the same shit. Like, it's always
Yeah.
the same. It's rooted in something. You know, they
Right,
feel a
right,
certain
right,
way.
right.
Like, and it comes from certain areas. It's
Yeah.
just where you were growing up. Like,
Yeah.
your environment builds you,
Yeah.
and that's how they feel. And it's the same thing in LA. Like,
Yeah.
that carries on to this day. So I'm like, people from other areas move out here, and they're thinking, like, it's gonna be all right because there's celebrities here all the time. Yeah, but they live in certain areas. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they try to stay away from all that.
Most of them have security.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he said, they have security.
Yeah, and
Now,
also I feel
but when you get on some street level shit, you
go.
already
That's
know.
when it
There
all
we go. We on some
changes
street
and-
level shit.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I feel like if you're from California, you kind of know how California is. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And vice versa. We could be like, oh, bro, I'm going to Vegas. It's all good. It's supposed to be a party town.
Hell
Don't
no.
forget,
Yeah.
nigga, Vegas is a city that it's a place that doesn't sleep. There's people out there that are hungry
There's
trying to rob
yeah.
people's. I mean, it happens
Right.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? Females set up dudes, and you know what I mean? Fucking people get robbed in their hotels.
People getting
People
kidnapped.
like, people getting kidnapped. You know what I mean? Years ago, this is back in, I think it was like 7-8 years ago, there was a doctor in Monterey, and he got set up out in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, this doctor, he wasn't all innocent. He was trying to choose up on a little young thing, so obviously he had some money. He was out there, and he got set up by the, a young bride, and, you know what I'm saying? He was found dead in a car. And it made news here in Monterey, like a doctor was such and such was found dead in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So this is a real fucking case, like real shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, clue number 1, don't be doing no shady shit. But yeah, rule number 2, yeah, be careful what
And
you
so
going
again,
to.
but like again, to try to think like maybe how he was thinking. Oh, it's Vegas, bro. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying
This
to get a
shit
young
that
thing.
goes down over
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm old. You know what I mean? I'm trying to knock some dust off something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was probably there trying to, like, and look what ended up happening. And so it just sucks, and it could have been another way around. Maybe it could have been like, bro, I'm going to the WWE thing, bro. It's all good. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, there's some other types of sharks out
meets a
there.
tranny.
You feel me? Like,
Oh man, I was not
Hey.
going to see the sharks.
no,
not
I'm
want to
saying,
see any
no, I'm
sharks.
saying
He
there would have been
meets
some
a-
other types of sharks. You
Maybe
know
some
what I
big
mean?
type
type
any
of Rhea
sharks.
Ripley.
I don't want to see any sharks, brother. That's why I love fake jewelry, because if I get robbed,
We're
cool,
just talking about
bro.
this.
Yeah, I'll buy another one. It's
Right.
cool, bro. Yeah, you could get this one, brother. They got
Yeah.
another 15 in stock in eBay
Right?
for like $14. That shit will come through in 5
It's like, bro,
days.
go ahead. They got one at Zoomies, but here, it's all good, man.
Zoomy is on sale right now too. I'm about to go after.
For 25% off this month, bro. But here you go. Here you go, man.
Here you go. Hell yeah. But like even this case here, more simple. You're going out to eat with your girl. Something simple. Something that we all do on a week to week, day to day basis. We go out to eat with our girl. And I did see people online trashing his girlfriend for posting the location. Like, bro, like she's just doing regular girlfriend shit. Like,
As if females don't always
Yeah.
do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or dudes too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
people. I see,
Like,
we
dudes
see
be
it all
on
the time.
Blog, like, oh, I'm right here,
See,
like,
yeah, see, now if he was putting himself out like that, like, what's up, man? Now, let's say he was actually looking for some problems, or he's in someone's street,
Just some fun.
then it's different. And it kind of reminds me when it was like the Kafani and Filthy Rich beef, where Kafani was in Filthy's street and was like, "What's up, Filthy? I'm in seminary. What's up? What's up?" And he's on a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they squashed their beef, or whatever. But that's an example. Like, you were asking for it. And in his interview
Seriously.
with Vlad, he said it. He goes, "Nah, bro. Like, I literally asked for this." He goes, "When I look back and I look at the videos of what I was saying, and then when I was on the street, I was like, damn. Like, I can't believe I was really like, pretty much saying fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, pull up on me type of shit. And look what happened. You know what I mean? So it's not a game. So it's some real stuff out there."
And the fucked up part about it is like, man, it really be all just only artists. You really don't really hear about this type of shit with athletes. You don't hear no shit about Steph Curry getting robbed. You don't hear about no motherfucking LeBron James getting robbed.
Steph Curry stays home.
Well,
Like,
well, we gotta
It's
realize.
always like
but
the
most
rapper.
of this shit, yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. We're talking about the world of rap, which I like to quote MF Doom when he said it's the most dangerous occupation, because it really is. Like, it's a flashy, machismo kind of,
macho.
know.
I always gotta one up the next
It's
man.
definitely a
Yeah.
competitive sport, but of like,
or just egoism.
but it's like street
It's all
shit.
egos. That's what it
It's
is.
no,
yeah.
but it's been always street shit. Like, it's always the street. No, it's
Well, I
like,
mean, that's what it came from.
Street
It was
egos.
like
rooted in the street. yeah.
well, the thing is, I don't think you can be like, even the most like intelligent artist or like different artist always kind of has like that street-esque feel. because it's the way you're rhyming, like everything. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, it all started in somebody's like house party in New York. So obviously,
even down to the way that we talk, I think like like us not even using G's like for the longest. Like, I think it's just rooted in things like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, like coming instead of coming, yeah, or like going instead of going.
Why'd
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is a good example, but yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, man,
Don't
prayers,
be a teacher, Chewy.
prayers, condolences to the family of P&B
Yeah.
Rock.
Rest in peace.
Prayers and condolences
Prayers up, yeah, of course.
to the girlfriend as
Yeah.
well, man.
But
And he
anyways,
has a
like,
daughter, right?
Yeah, that's the hardest part, bro. When I read that
Yeah.
shit, like,
I believe she was there too, or no?
no, I don't think so, or I don't know actually.
yeah, but could you imagine like going to the jazz festival and niggas is shooting each other up over there?
Oh, shit, imagine.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Oh fuck, I hate that piano riff, my nigga. You start just shooting on them and shit.
Like, break yourself, fool.
Yeah, nigga, break yourself for that diamond fucking jazz piano.
Break yourself for that jazz, for that fucking golden saxophone.
Yeah, that gold saxophone, my nigga. What you thought this was?
No, but I mean it's true, and I saw a
Like,
comment.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it
I saw-
seems, and it even seems
I saw
ridiculous
comment.
for
No,
them to
it's
like
funny that you
fight.
mentioned
Huh?
that because I saw a comment that said like, how come they don't do this shit to like country artists and shit?
No,
you
that's
know,
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah.
Like, doesn't it almost seem like
Yeah.
ridiculous for them to even fight that way? Like, but to us, like, why does like it almost fit the profile?
Yeah.
For
Like-
something that's probably not even music related is over jewelry.
Well, I've always considered this as an art form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hip hop is an art form, and I agree that it's an art form. But like, it just sucks that it's always like specifically
yeah.
perceived as that, like that it's ignorant.
Mhm.
It's something that's like violent,
Mhm.
and I think definitely, like they said, we need to do better. Like.
Yeah.
It should definitely not, like, motherfuckers should definitely not be dying over some jewelry. And I understand what he's saying, like, to have security, but at the same time, shouldn't somebody who, it's kind of like having a trophy, shouldn't somebody be able to display what they achieved?
Yeah.
If you feel like having a chain is an achievement to you, like, shouldn't you be able to display that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but I don't know. There's just some motherfuckers like Chewy said
Yeah, but,
earlier, they're
like-
jealous.
Yeah, I feel it, but if only people could understand that life is not that long, you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel that you're trying to eat, but once you're done, like, ain't no worries of wanting to eat.
Plus,
you
with
know
like
what I
a
mean?
case like this, you can't really go out and just pawn that thing or just
Yeah.
sell it like.
You're gonna have
like
to
a
sell that on the
normal-
street again.
Yeah, and who's gonna wear that, knowing that they're actually looking for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now with like how hot that shit is, like nobody's gonna buy that shit.
Well, you could take
Exactly.
it probably to a crooked jeweler who could probably melt it down.
Yeah, but then you're not even getting really what's worth.
Yeah, but something's better than nothing, I guess, unless you want to wear a chain. I mean, I would just probably sell the pendant and keep the chain, I guess.
Yeah.
Ricky stepping in the room. Is that
Oh,
Ricky?
Ricky,
Oh, you walked
man.
away, shy boy.
Okay.
But yeah,
He's shy.
but yeah, man. Rest in peace, P&B Rock. I also want to say one more time, rest in peace, Pat Stay, man. I feel like we kind of brushed over that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
was
And-
terrible
and,
too,
And
yeah.
he's a father of. Pretty sure he has a daughter and a son.
I
And
don't.
I've seen
I
some.
thought we had already discussed that like
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
episodes ago.
But
didn't
I
think
just
we
want to
brushed
get
over it.
more into detail
They're
about
still
that.
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
'cause,
yeah, yeah.
into
'cause-
that case or what?
I'm not sure case wise
was
what's
stabbing,
going
right?
down. Yeah, it was
It's just
stabbing
crazier with a stabbing though. You actually got to.
for trying to break
Get
up a fight
close.
too. That's what we're dying over: breaking up fights, jewelry, being at the restaurant with our girl. Like we're dying over like some simple.
That's
ass
ridiculous.
Shit,
You can't even like do like normal shit anymore. Like
Yeah.
regular ass shit that people do all the time.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
And the battle rap community is like very heavy in Facebook, and I got some of them on Facebook, so I see like some of the tag stuff that Past Day was on, and I seen some pictures of his wife posting a picture of his son, and with his son saying that he's waiting for dad to come back.
Well, something I want to say is,
Like-
I know people are on that suicide awareness, but there should be like a homie awareness. Like, I think people should be talking to their homies about stuff like this. You know what I mean? Don't get out of hand if it's not necessary. I think we should be able to move. Hey, if that fool is looking at you, whatever, don't worry about it until it's the time to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's always some type of disruption going on. But I mean, as far as the jewelry, yeah, there's nothing you can really do if somebody's dumb about it. But I feel like we should also be talking to people like that. Like, hey, it's not cool to be robbing people for some jewelry. It's just some jewelry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there should be more talks like that. Then I feel like more things would be respectful and shit like that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, definitely.
definitely should be some type of like mental awareness as far as that.
But definitely rest in peace, Pat Stay. Rest in
Yeah,
peace, PNB
most
Rock.
def, most def for the both of them.
Yeah. Well, moving on. We did talk about football already, so I had NFL recap on here, but pretty much recapped on that week 2.
No comment for the Raiders.
No comment for the Raiders as usual.
Ricky said no
Yeah,
comment for the Raiders
funny,
again.
dog. That shit was funny.
Eric said no comment for the Raiders.
What? No, I'm a Niners fan.
No comment for the Raiders.
Again, the Giants are 2-0. I feel like it's their first time being 2-0 in a long
I know it's been
time.
a minute, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I was like, oh,
Because I
shit,
think
we're
last year
getting
they started 0-2, right?
I'm pretty sure we were losing a lots of times, like the
Yeah.
past few years. Yeah, we were like
Yeah.
in the bottom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shit.
But right now we're on top, so hopefully it stays up that way. I don't really. I don't. I mean, I like my team. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm not like fuck. We have to win. We have to win. We have to win. I'm not like that no more. I don't
You're
know.
not more of an enthusiast as you were.
I'm not breaking my TV if my team loses. I never understood that of football fans. That's crazy. That's insanity. And I get clowned on for being a pro wrestling fan.
That's not me. That's not me at all. But like, no.
But that's people though.
No,
But
it's
you
so-
only see that with football fans online.
The fact that some of them actually like go the weekend before, get a bigger TV, and then they get upset about what happens, and they break that brand new fucking TV.
Yeah. Like fuck.
They probably bought like the most expensive warranty because they
Exactly.
probably knew that day if we fucking
Yeah.
lose, homie.
Yeah, I'm going to break this
I gotta
shit.
I gotta come up with something. Oh, the shit fell off my wall. You know what I mean? Some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
It's got bullet holes in it.
Nope.
It's got
Has your fucking knuckle prints on that shit.
You pull it up with your jersey, the team that just lost.
I can only imagine that if they're at the playoffs. That's it.
Bro,
Yeah.
football
Like,
fans.
let me see, like it's the finals and fucking
Some stupid-ass play calls and shit, yeah.
You're losing. Oh fuck yeah.
Football fans gotta be the
That'd be
worst because they
bad.
break their TVs, they burn their jerseys.
They start to cry. They literally
They
cry.
literally
cry
They
about that
cry.
shit.
I'm like, bro, these grown ass men don't even fucking know who the fuck you are, bro.
Like, even the players are actually like getting
Like,
injured and
bruh,
sacrificing
they don't give
everything
you
on crying.
they don't give you no shout outs. They don't give a fuck how many times you
Right.
fucking
I think one time I was kicking with some homies and I met like one of them for like the first time. He was like a Raider fan, and we're at Wild Wings, and then we moved to one of their other extended friends' house, and we're just chilling watching the game. It was getting a pretty good game, and then it's getting kind of close. Everyone's like kind of nervous, bro. I lost this guy. So where's he at? And then I look over. He's like all the way in the back of the hall, kneeling down with like his fucking fist like all the way to his mouth right here, just like bro, like relax, bro. It's like.
It's not that deep.
It's
dude.
not that deep. It's week 8. It's week 8, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
It's week 2. Come on, man.
It's just
It's
funny
just week
to.
2.
It's just funny to
is
see.
that?
Yeah, it's
It's
just
the
funny to see
preseason,
grown
dog.
ass men act this way. Like they'll
So
never.
it's just
act,
training camp. It's not even preseason yet.
It's training camp.
It's
to
the
cry.
D League, dog.
Yeah. It's just so funny to see grown men like act this way. Like damn, like. You know what I mean? Like you don't even give your girl flowers no more.
He's like, this is what I'm passionate about now.
Bro, you haven't fed the dogs in 2 days.
The dog.
Are they still alive?
They still good.
It's true. Like one time at Buffalo Wild Wings, there's this guy that was like he was like fucking shaking, bro, looking at the fucking TV, and his girl was like massaging his shoulder, and it was funny because she kept telling him like it's okay, and he was just ignoring the shit out of her, looking at the TV, and in my head I'm like, bruh, like nigga, it's all good. You fucking ate some chicken wings, bro. Just go home.
Go home and fuck your
Yeah,
wife.
bro. I'm like, what the
Shut
fuck?
the club up, you know what I mean?
Shoot the club
I don't know,
up.
man, but
He was ready to.
He was ready to shut the
It was
bar
like,
up.
they lost.
fuck, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to football fans.
Hey, but
you
the one good
motherfuckers
thing,
are
the one good thing about football season is the memes, bro. The memes are fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Well, they always use the Jordan meme.
Yeah.
That one's been used for like the past I don't know how many years.
That one's, yeah,
The
that
crying Jordan.
Yeah. It's never gonna get
Legendary.
old. All they do is just change the jersey. Whatever team, doesn't matter what sport, they're gonna throw the jersey on him and the same crying face.
Bro, they legit burn all Nike stuff just because of Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah.
You burn all your Nike related things
Motherfuckers
because
are
of a one man,
purchasing-
because of one man's political stands. You
Yeah.
burn all your.
He's still getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
He's still getting money from that.
For real. Go ahead, buy another one. Bro.
Buy another one.
Yeah, buy another one.
all jerseys
At
got
this
a
point, you want me to buy one for you?
Yeah.
all jerseys got a Nike sign on it. What you gonna do? That does it. New music. Nobody listens to music.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to think of like,
Y'all know Zimba? Not Zimba. Though. Simba. SYMBA.
Oh, that's what I know you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah. Are
about.
you talking about his
Yeah.
freestyle on Fun Flex?
Well, he dropped the album. That's just fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Haven't peeped
that shit just
out.
came out or what?
Yeah, this weekend or this past weekend.
Shit. Hey, get that K Rock, man. Hey, get that
Oh,
new
yeah,
Oh,
K
yeah.
Rock.
New K Rock.
There you go.
Before it's
Yeah.
too late.
I'm playing that EP, man. It's just nice.
Before it's too late. On my
The jazz
arm-
festival's this weekend, so if you're here in Monterey, go check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on the chew.
Yeah, shout out to everyone in the
Chew to
831
drop.
that's been dropping shit, man. Shout out Money Man Monte. I know he's been
Let's
dropping
do it,
some
Chew.
stuff.
Yeah.
The Flood God.
You got it.
Yeah.
And y'all don't know him, but shouts out to my homie Shaman Cassette. Dude got a song called Tolly. Shit is fire. Check it out.
On streaming platforms?
Yeah, you could definitely check it out on YouTube. TOLY. Check that out. That song is jamming.
For sure. I've been on my R&B shit. A new Ari Lennox album drop. It's called Age/Sex/Location. 12 tracks on there. Super dope. She got Lucky Day on there and Summer Walker on the album. And Chloe as well. Really dope vibes. I love her music. She just talks about the dirtiest, sexiest shit, but like such an elegant way too. I love her voice.
Dope.
Mm-hmm. And shit, I'm still bumping that Lloyd Banks album. That shit's always on
When did you drop that
rotation
one?
for me. I think he dropped it like a month ago,
Right.
2 ago. Yeah, but I still have that shit in rotation.
Shit, Lloyd's still the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
For
yeah.
reals. That's the motherfucker I try to be.
You were at the Oaxacan parade, right? How was that?
That's right, Ricky.
You want to give him the mic? Oh yeah.
Ricky was busy.
The
all
parade was
weekend.
tight. It was
Look, he's tired.
they call it they get like X or what basically it's just people giving out like their contributions and stuff like that. So like in Oaxaca the people dance and after they're done dancing they give out like gifts and shit like that from their regions. There's 7 regions in Oaxaca, so that's where all the different dances come from.
Which one are you from?
I'm from Valle Central.
Mm.
So, but yeah, it was lit, and then like I said, it was like a big moment for Seaside. Like that's the first sister city they ever signed a contract, so they're gonna exchange like culture, students, infrastructure,
That's
like
dope.
try to
Shit,
do
tight.
things that they do here, over there, over here, and just like one thing I didn't know is like 40% of the population of the Latino population in Seaside is
Oaxaca.
is Oaxacan and shit.
Yeah.
So just seeing the community out there and just the fact that the city of Seaside like put it together, you know, like
That's dope.
that's pretty tight. So
Shout out to the community.
Shout out
the
to
ma-
Alexis.
Yeah,
to Alexis
definitely.
and the mayor,
Absolutely.
you know, because the mayor didn't approve it, it wouldn't happen, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
history in the making, definitely.
Yeah, so that was definitely interesting, tight, draining, but yeah,
You're recording the whole thing?
I recorded the whole thing. Yeah.
Damn, from the paper signing to the fucking festival.
From the paper signing to the festival to the meetings leading to the event, and then the departure of the councilman from Oaxaca that came over here.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so 2 of them came over and
You met
good
him too?
people and stuff like that. Yeah,
Damn, Ricky mean people.
He was kissing babies.
Right?
pretty soon.
Vote for Ricky.
Both for Ricky.
Yeah. So how'd it feel seeing like all those, you know what I mean, all these cultures and people, you know what I mean?
Well, I
color
mean, I
coming
grew up
together?
around it, so just seeing
said, "I'm
like what
home."
they have out there, bringing it here, I thought that was pretty tight. You know, like just and everybody that can't travel back to Oaxaca and enjoy the festivities.
Do you feel like there was a good amount of people that were in Oaxacan like there like to support and check it out?
Yeah, there's definitely other Latinos there. You know, it's a festival and there's food and stuff like that. And, obviously, people want to go there and watch whatever shows they have or dances. But yeah, so I think it was great. A lot of the older community, like people that are younger, don't understand it because they weren't born there. They didn't go through the festivities. They don't know how big it gets. But definitely, or the older crowd, they were like,
So you've been to
amazed.
something like that before?
when I was a little kid.
Oh, in Oaxaca? Or
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But yes, it was such a big deal. But like I said, people that are young-minded like us, like, oh well, it's just fucking a festival that they do over there. But like my parents and their friends and the older generation, it was just like a blessing to them to
You
be
saw it
able
in
to
their
see
eyes
here
now?
and stuff. You know,
Wow.
huh?
You saw things how like you know how like your kids going to a festival, you're just fucking around,
Yeah.
and your
So
parents
they-
are actually going for the actual meaning.
Yeah, for what it means and
Mhm.
what it stands for, and then Yeah, it was tight, man. And like I said, shout out to the city of Seaside and Alexis for putting it all together. Definitely is a whole team effort, man. He had like 7 heads there just working the event and just planning the event. Like, you don't, well, being in the background, you don't see things that go into planning. Like, you really just see the event, you know? You
Yeah.
don't see like the chief of the fire department, she's saying, okay, so we're going to put here this. We got to put the first aid tent here. We got to block the road over here. We got to block the road over there. Make sure security's there. Put police cars here, police cars there. Like, just everything that it takes just to throw an event. You know, even the
Yeah.
layout of the food vendors, information booths, where the stage is going to be, how it's supposed to
You
look.
can't just throw anything randomly. Like
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of organization that I didn't really think about. Like, I knew you have to somewhat organize it, but just to see it in depth and what they talk about and what they discussed and stuff like that. Like, so it seemed like they were a good team. Everybody was on it. You know, there was no like, no, let's not do that. Everybody was like, yes, let's do this, let's do that, and yeah. So once again, big shout out to the mayor of Seaside and Alexis, councilman. If you want to know more about him, check out our last Slide Through podcast episode, and you can see who he is. And
Hell yeah. It was a good conversation
man.
with Alexis.
it really was,
dope.
yeah, really was. But yeah, that was the festival for me.
That's what's up. Yeah, shout out to the community for that, and shout out to everybody
Seriously,
that put
that
it
was
together.
dope. So they're gonna do that every year though.
Hopefully, this was the second year maybe they have it. So I think it's definitely gonna get bigger. Yeah, they had it last year. I don't remember.
Yeah, because I didn't hear about it
Yeah.
at all last
You
year.
went last
so,
year too
yeah.
or no?
No, I was at work, but I knew about it. But it's like what made it bigger this time is that the councilman from Oaxaca came here
Oh,
and they signed an
okay.
agreement to be sister cities.
What does that mean actually?
That
Like,
means that they're
gonna
sharing the
exchange
culture.
Oh,
Like, you know, like students and stuff like that. How people do things here, and then how people do things over there, like infrastructure, how roads are laid out, how their politics go, how their politics go. You know, like interchanging pretty much culture.
ideas.
Yeah, so they could benefit both of them. So it's supposed to, I think it's gonna be a yearly thing, you know. So hopefully it just keeps going and it keeps getting bigger.
We hope so. We
Yeah.
hope so. Throw up the O, man. Big
Throw
O.
out the O,
Yeah.
representing the O.
Shout out to the O.
But yeah,
Shout out to the O. Shout out to the city of Seaside. Shout out to the whole 831, Central Coast Wise. Everybody putting the grind in. Shout out to California Seltzer. They just had their big grand opening,
Oh, yeah,
man.
the
Oh,
grand-
yeah.
grand opening.
Yum,
that was
yum.
lit too. They brought the marching band, not marching band, the
Mariachi?
maybe marching band. I don't know, from like the PG high school. Like the people came and played in there.
No, that's what's
They
up. Yeah.
had what's it, El
Calpa?
Calpa. I tapped him in, and he brought his whole band, and the city was loving it. They had vendors there. Like, it was definitely, even that in itself, like it was a great event, and it's just good to see them, how much love they're getting from the community and stuff. Like, it was a busy weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely for me. Like, just going all
Yeah,
over
congrats
the place.
to California Seltzer for that opening.
You know, shout out to Vanessa and
Veronica.
Oh, Veronica.
Yeah,
My bad. I'm always calling her
Veronica
Vanessa, man.
Camp and Charlie Lippert, man.
Yeah. Veronica and Charlie. My bad. I always anytime Veronica, I always get Veronica and Vanessa messed up in my head for some reason. Yeah.
It's because
But
you fell in love with Vanessa years ago, huh?
Yes. Wow, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in for this episode of the podcast. Yeah, man. Slide through. Make sure y'all subscribe and stay
Peace
tuned.
out.
Stay
Appreciate
tuned.
it.